Welcome to another exciting show of transformation. Prosper with Wayne, creating wealth, health, and happiness in your life. With your host, life and business coach, author, entrepreneur, and lover of life, Wayne Sutton. Prepare to become excited, expand your beliefs, and truly prosper in all the areas of your life. Enjoy.
Hey guys, Wayne Sutton, prosperwithwayne.com. I'm going to give you a Murdock quote. Murdock, he said, "You will never be rich until you hate poverty." I want you to hold on to that for a moment. You will never be rich until you hate poverty. See, poverty to me is the polarity of, of the wealth equation. It's the polar opposite. If you have wealth, then you have poverty. If you have poverty, there must be wealth. What is wealth? Well, actually, let's say, what is poverty? Poverty is actually the absence of wealth. It's the absence of wealth. What is fear? It's the absence of faith. What is hate? It's the absence of love. See, if you have love, then we know somewhere in the universe there's hate. If we have fear, we know there's faith. We know this because that is the law. It's the law that we live under. It's what our Creator created us to live through, is this polar opposites. If you have poverty in one area, when I say you, I mean you as a nation, you as a person, you as an individual, you as a belief system, then there's also a wealth on the other side of that. There's a wealth in your finances, a wealth in your physical health. If you have someone that's very healthy, then you also have sickness on the other side. That would be the polar opposite. So, if that's a reality, and if you believe when the Word of God says that poverty is a curse, I'm talking to my fellow Christians here. Do you believe the Word of God? Poverty is a curse. If poverty is a curse, then you must hate that. That's what Murdock is saying. You'll never become rich until you hate poverty. Maybe you've never been in a true place of poverty. Meaning, that's the problem. Let me say this too. That's a problem with middle class today, is because we don't recognize how close if we're in a middle class society, middle class income, how close you are to true being homeless, and to true, just a place of hunger, no success, no food, nothing. You're a few paychecks away in most cases, and if not, you're one sickness away, you're one catastrophe away, you're one terrorist attack away on our nation from being in that place of poverty. So unless you hate poverty, who hates poverty? People that have gone through poverty, those who have had no money, those who have had to beg, borrow, and steal to pay the bills, to eat, those who have gone days or even weeks with nothing in the pantry, nothing in the cabinets. For those people, they learn to hate poverty. For those who work 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, and something else breaks on the car, something else breaks at home, another bill comes in unexpected, and they're again placing their trust in a credit card, trusting they haven't maxed it out. They learn to hate poverty. Maybe you're in the middle class. Maybe you earn 60, 80, 100,000 a year, and your bills are paid, and you got some money in the bank, you got a 401k. That's still a long way from being truly financially free and wealthy, because you haven't yet hated poverty. See, when I think about poverty being a curse, I look at other areas in the Word of God that's a curse. Sickness is a curse. If someone come to you, they said, "Hey, I have cancer. I have this terrible disease. I have, it's a terminal disease." You would hate that for the person. You would feel compassion. Maybe you would hate that. I've heard so many people say, "I hate cancer." They hate cancer because it kills, it steals life, it destroys. But what does poverty do? If cancer is a curse in the way that it would kill, steal, and destroy, then would not poverty be the same? Would not having that lack, not being able to go and do the things that you've been called to do? See, it's one thing to desire abundance and prosperity. It's another thing to hate poverty. And when you can hate poverty, you can begin to see the opportunities before you, and you can create wealth. And I believe until you hate poverty, you can't let it, you can't cuddle up with it. You can't dance around with it. Many people in a place of lower income or even middle income, they dance around with poverty all day long. They just accept that's the way it is. I was born poor, I live poor, I'll die poor. That mentality. The problem is when you dance around with it, you can become friendly with it, then you accept it. When you say, I can no longer accept this, this isn't who I am. This isn't who I am. I must discard it. I must go to the other end. If this is poverty, think about this. If you're living in a realm of poverty in any area, it could be finances, it could be health, it could be relationships. But we're talking money, so let's talk money. If you're living in the area of poverty, just the fact that there's poverty means there's also wealth. You just haven't tapped into it. You maybe haven't seen the opportunity. When you see the opportunity, you can move into it. Let me give you 3 areas real quick. 3 areas. 3 ways to become truly wealthy. 3 areas to have a better life. 3 ways. Number 1 is you have to come and break free. You have to break free of the mindsets, the beliefs, the imposed beliefs that have been holding you back. See, a lot of those are those beliefs that you've gained because you've danced not only with poverty, you've even danced with people that have danced with poverty. You're like, hey, change partners. But it's the same spirit of poverty, the same mindsets, the same beliefs. You've got to break free of that. And when you become to hate something, when you come to hate that lack, hate that poverty, hate that destruction, then you can break free of that and go away from the mindset of lack to a mindset of prosperity. One of the best ways of doing this is to become friends with, hang out with, associate with those who have broken free of the curse of poverty. So number 1 is breaking free. Number 2 is the skills and mindsets. If you're going to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, are you working in an environment, a business that can pay you the money you need to earn? If not, then you need to learn the skills, the mindsets. You need to learn how to bring the value that brings forth the money. Understand, money is only exchanged for value. So what do you need to do? What is a new skill you need to learn? What do you need to do? If you break out of the poverty mindset, the second step is to learn the skills, is to grab a hold of things that bring value to people, bring value to the marketplace, and the marketplace will bring you income. That's number 2. Number 3 is take action. I see a lot of people, they talk about wealth consciousness and financial prosperity, and they talk about it, and they break free from the poverty mindset, but they're still in poverty. They break free of the poverty mindset, but they're still in poverty. They do not take time to go to step 2, which is learn the skills and be of value. But then even a lot of those people, they break free of the poverty mindset. They go and they learn some skills to have some marketable value, but they do not take consistent daily action towards accomplishing, towards bringing in the revenue, towards bringing in the wealth. You must do all 3. Step 1, break free of the curse of poverty. Learn to hate it. Number 2, go into that place where you bring skills, where you bring what the marketplace is in need of. And finally, number 3, take daily action. If you are still in poverty, you need to wake up and go to sleep with a mindset that you're going to break that, with the determination to learn the skills. And thirdly, continue until you have accomplished. But Wayne, you're talking about money a whole lot. Absolutely. Man, you're not. That's why you're in poverty. That's why you're broke. And that's why you're going to suffer and bring not only suffering to you, but all of the people that follow you, the people that you have leadership over. Until you learn to hate poverty, you'll live in it. Prosperity. I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as the soul prospers. That's the Word of God. If you want to argue with me, great. Argue with the Word of God. It is God's will that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. The soul is the mind, will, emotions, thought life. Back to step 1. Are you going to hold on? You're going to dance around with the curse of poverty, or you're going to learn to hate it and break free from it? I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. I've seen too many people break free and earn serious income, have time with their family. What would it be like? What would it be like if you never had to worry about a job or finances again? What would it be like? I work with people that they've got enough money in the bank. If they continue building their business, they'll never worry with money again. Yet many of them still work a job because they're learning skills. Many of them are still working because just bringing in another income source. They're maturing themselves. But what would it be like if you never had to look at a credit card bill again? For years, I was in credit card debt. The phone calls came in. I was behind. The letters came in. Certified letters came in. I'm going to tell you this. It's very freeing that I never have to look at a credit card bill again. I never have to do it. Even if I use one, I know. I used one this weekend. I said, I'm going to go home and pay it off. I used it to get the 5% back, cash back immediately. And then I'm going to go home and pay it off. I never have to worry about credit cards. Hey, that's free. And what would it be like if you never had to do that again? What will it be like if you hold on and continue dancing with the curse of poverty? I believe in you. You can accomplish more. I want you to go to prosperwithwayne.com. Put in your email address. Name an email address if you do not receive our newsletter. If you do receive it, great. Go to iTunes, Prosper with Wayne. Make sure you receive our updates, these podcasts. If you want to talk with me about personal coaching or consulting or taking you into a new level yourself, that's also at prosperwithwayne.com. But I wanted to let you know I believe in you. I look forward to hearing from you. Go forth. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining us again at Prosper with Wayne. Be sure to subscribe to us for more exciting, life-changing episodes. Go today, in fact. Go now to prosperwithwayne.com and enter your email for our exclusive newsletter and other resources. God bless and go prosper.